edition of the Stars. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has shown over the years that he remains one of the most versatile stars in the league. He said, "I pride myself on being effective on both ends."
With Greg Anthony.
I try to do it all, play the right way, and just get lost in the game. I'll do everything I can to win. And guys, there's still not much he can't do with his combination of size and athleticism.
David, he clearly is a special talent, and his resume shows it. Thank you. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Russell Westbrook.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Morris at 4 with Ibaka at the 5. Outside the wings are George and Leonard. And it's Bledsoe in at the 1. And for Los Angeles, Davis is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Jordan. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Curry in at the point. And Clark, some guys check the standings every morning. Others try to avoid it. What was your approach?
Well, we were struggling as a team when I was playing, so the standings weren't that significant. Just trying to win games was my primary focus. But as I've watched players, I do know that the better the team is, typically the more guys are checking the standings to see what other teams of their ilk are doing in the league.
And here's Bledsoe after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Ibaka, the pass to Bledsoe. Driving the lane. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
This is what Bledsoe loves doing. I mean, penetrating, probing, finding his way, looking to get close to the bucket. That's when he's at his best.
Now here's Davis. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And we'll take a chance now to honor the Western Conference Player of the Month, LeBron James.
They say defense wins championships. Well, it also wins awards, and his defense during this stretch has been nothing short of jaw-dropping. He has been disruptive with his challenges and has accounted for a metric ton of turnovers with his ball hockey. You have to give it up to this man.
Now here's Leonard after Shaquille O'Neal's miss. Over Davis, and Davis sends it back.
No, sir, don't bring that in here. AD having none of that. What an imposing figure he is defensively.
Here's Jordan. No good that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger. And we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Here's LeBron. Following the basket by Marcus Morris. Lets it fly. Nice shot by James.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And this is year 1 of LeBron's 2-year, $85 million extension. And Greg, that will take him through age 38.
And that will amount to $435 million in career earnings, the most all time. And it wouldn't surprise me if he's got a few more years left in the tank after that.
Here's Jordan after the Clippers pick up 2. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Just 5 to shoot. From deep, Jordan.
Love the fact that Paul George expends great energy at both ends of the floor. He's a rangy defender who's extremely disruptive.
Here's Leonard. Following the basket by Shaquille O'Neal. From the stripe. O'Neal with the rebound.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
And that one's good. James.
Yeah, you know, LeBron is such a talented finisher. The defense in that situation just unable to keep him from that shot.
And so here are the Clippers. Following the basket by LeBron James. Bledsoe against Curry. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in.
Yeah, you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
Now here's Jordan. 38 points for him last game against Sacramento.
And he caused major problems with his defense as well. He had 4 steals by the time the game was over.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
George against Jordan. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Boy, a nice show of strength that time from Paul George, absorbing the hit and still carving out space to get the shot to go down.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Jordan draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Shooting one. Pretty good display of strength by Jordan there. Absorbed the contact and still able to nail the shot.
And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor. And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And it's sent back by George.
On defense, George able to use all of that length and athleticism to deny the shot.
Good.
How about that good look by Jordan on that one?
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 3, and it's George finishing it off.
And it's really obvious that George has put a ton of time into improving his handle. I mean, you never know what he's going to do with the ball in his hands. And most times, it's pretty good.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
Zubac is checked in for Serge Ibaka. George against Jordan. And it's Jordan slamming it down.
And the high-flying antics of Jordan, simply awesome. One of the best dunkers this game has ever seen.
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Leonard on the wing, defended by Shaq, and it goes down 2 points.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
Curry looking around. Passes it to Jordan. Left side, Davis. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists tonight. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
And we
saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Exactly. They split the series, Greg. Two elite teams and conference foes renewing that rivalry tonight.
Over in the corner, Zubats. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Clippers moving the ball around. And good that time. He has 6. The Lakers have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Here's Curry, and it's sent back by Bledsoe.
Boy, that was well done by Bledsoe there. Nice timing on that block.
And here are the Clippers now. The Clippers trail. Outside, George. Bledsoe outside. From downtown, his shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Curry, good.
Really good court awareness that time from Anthony Davis. Seeing the floor and making the right decision.
Curry's gone 2 of 3 from the field. George passes to Zubats. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
LeBron's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Bledsoe passes to Zubats. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 3 assists now in this one.
Decent at spotting his teammates. You know, Bledsoe is good, I think, at reading the defense and then recognizing when he's got an open teammate.
Now here's Jordan. He has 5. Here's the 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Jordan really confident rising up from deep. When he's in rhythm, he sinks these outside jumpers.
Here's Leonard. Here's Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And the Lakers have possession at Los Angeles. Here's James. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Jordan. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Now it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Leonard with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Shot's good by Bledsoe.
This is a positive sign for sure. I mean, when Bledsoe's hitting this, I think it ignites the entire squad.
Leonard with the steal. And there's Bledsoe on the assist by George. And that's 10 points for Eric Bledsoe. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Here's George. Following the basket by Michael Jordan. Leonard. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on LeBron James.
And there was a slight panic in L.A. when Kawhi opted out of his deal. It quickly went away as Kawhi signed a new one with the Clippers. The Clippers can build knowing Kawhi is in it for the long haul. Always nice to know you have a star that you can win with.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for Marcus Morris. And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with, incredibly strong for his position.
And Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on. And it also lets him guard bigger men Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
And he gets the bucket.
And that high release point on Leonard's shot makes that mid-range jumper tough to contest.
It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Knocked away. Curry with the steal. And no good. Some great action here early as we end the first quarter. Clark in a tie. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And we all know the great LeBron James can...
There's no pressure for none of us to score. There's no pressure for any of us to do more than you have to. You know, for me, I'm whatever. I'm all about winning.
Well, and the way this roster is composed with Anthony Davis and all these veterans around, everyone able to play their part.
And play their role. As LeBron gets older, he's going to choose his spots and look for ways to make his teammates better.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, the post pairing, Batum and Zubac. The guard spots filled by Jackson and George. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. Jackson uses the glass to finish the layup. Jackson, his first bucket of the night.
The quickness of Reggie Jackson, terrific. Superb at slicing apart the defense with his drives to the rack.
Pass to LeBron. Smith against Jackson. Out to Kobe. That 3 off the mark. And Fresh picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Los Angeles leading by 3. And stolen by Jordan.
Clever, crafty defense. He saw that pass coming before it was even made.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Jackson looking it over. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Bryant. Off the inbound.
Boy, much respect for the defense of Jordan. I mean, he gives his all on this end of the floor. I mean, fantastic at getting his hands up to block shots.
Oh,
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Here's Jackson after the basket by Los Angeles. Battles through traffic and lays it in. And the Clippers lead by 3.
And what a resilient finish from Jackson there inside. I love how he just refuses to back down.
And it's sent back by Kobe. James with a deep 3. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. LeBron's got 5 points in the quarter. And Greg, you had a lot of success playing in college and the NBA, but what was the most fun you ever had playing with a team?
That's a tough call, Kevin. I mean, winning tends to be the most fun. So I'd have to probably say my UNLV team, but we had some great teams with the Knicks, and don't forget about my Blazers. They were also
a really competitive team.
Now here is George. After the miss from Reggie Jackson.
Oh, George really feeling it right now. Another bucket to his credit.
Kobe dishes to Jordan. And they recover it. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Smith left side. Clock at 4. Count that one.
Well, it's good to see Jordan focus on distributing the ball some. I mean, an all-around talent, one of the greatest ever, who does everything for this team.
To the and Kawhi Leonard with the slam. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now here's Bryant. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. This one for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bryant's got 5.
And at times, I tell you what, there is no defense for Bryant. I mean, he's got the ability to finish over any type of defense.
Pass to Leonard. Back to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And how about that find by Leonard to a wide open shooter? He's only seeing those gaps. Love the aggressive attitude. I mean, no invitation needed for him to take it strong to the basket.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. That's tipped. And now LeBron pushing it up. No one back to stop him. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. LeBron passes to Bryant. Shot clock at 6. A second chance effort. And the rejection by Zubac. Shaq can't get it to go. The Clippers trail. Inside. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Now here's Kobe. 5 points in the game. And the wing jumper offline.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Kobe with it, defended by George. Here's Bryant. Outside for Jordan. Outside, Kobe. The 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 6 assists in the game. Clippers trailed by 3. The drive by Jackson. From deep. Connects from 3-point range. Jackson's got 9.
George's all-around game is very impressive, and his passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over to open teammates right on time and on target now.
Now here's Kobe. 8 points for him.
Bryant skying high. He's slamming home, always looking to stuff with style.
Here's Jackson. The pass to Leonard. In it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for the Clippers. Eric Bledsoe is in for George. And the Clippers call time here. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
Off the inbound. And the rejection by James.
Great anticipation that time from LeBron. He sees the shot forming and gets there to swat it down.
Jordan's shot is off.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Here's Jackson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside now.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown. Yet another three. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
And stolen by LeBron. Poked loose. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron. Bledsoe passes to Zubac. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Zubac has got 10 points in the game. Here's Jordan. Trying to the hoop. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And this is why you just can't give Jordan a running start. I mean, once he has that, the launch pad is set, and he's going to ecstasy right through the air and on top of your head.
And here are the Clippers now after the basket by the Lakers. Here's Zubac. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Los Angeles ball.
On the inbound.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth from that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First one falls for them. And Anthony Davis is checked in for O'Neal. And both free throws good for Zubac.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Here's Davis again, Los Angeles.
You know, with his ability to stretch the floor, Davis really adds to his team's offense.
And this, the second season of Anthony Davis's 5-year, $190 million extension. And he admitted that with his injury history, that long-term security was a consideration.
Here is Bryant after the basket by Los Angeles. Pass to LeBron. Left side Davis. And they double up Davis. In close. Again, Los Angeles.
And I'll tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
Now here's Jackson. 12 points for him. Outside Leonard. Got it. Good job in the low post. Leonard's got 13.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
LeBron, good.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
The assist from Kobe Bryant.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Bryant dishes to Davis. James outside. Fires the 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
You know, the strategy used to be in defending LeBron, make him shoot jump shots, long jump shots. He's countered that strategy by becoming a knockdown three-point shooter.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Here with Frank Vogel. Coach, the points coming with regularity in that first half. What's been the key?
We're playing with a high offensive motor. We're screening through physicality. We're cutting hard. We're moving the basketball. We're getting good shots for ourselves.
And it's showing on the floor, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 20 points, 3 steals, and 3 assists. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
They put a big effort in the rebounding battle, working to corral every miss. That's the hustle you love to see. If they can maintain this approach, it'll give them the edge in other areas of the game.
Then over to Shaq. Now your take on the Clippers.
Well, their strategy to pound inside has worked well so far. I wouldn't get away from it if I was going up the second half plan. Keep working into the post, and you got to win that physical battle.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
LeBron James is out there with Smith. And there's Bryant, and it's Michael Jordan, and it's Davis at the 5 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel.
And Toronto went all in with the Kawhi Leonard trade. Well, the Raptors were rewarded with the claw delivering Toronto their first NBA title in 2019. Great to see a front office going for it and ultimately claiming that ring.
Inside offense almost seems too easy for Davis, but it's not. I mean, you have to have a lot of confidence, strength, and skill to score against that kind of defense.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Lakers on D. They lead by 1.
You know, LeBron affected that shot, and his defense doesn't get quite the hype that his offense does, but over his career, he's been a consistent, aggressive defender on a lot of possessions.
Smith, no luck. The Clippers shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. Bledsoe finds Ibaka. Back to Bledsoe. Ball's knocked loose. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
The 3 from George makes that one his 6th of the night. Very healthy, 6 for 9.
Paul George has such confidence in his three-point shot now. It's almost like he expects them all to go in.
And 3 from Jordan. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Jordan's got 21 in the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Bryant. 15 points in the game. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Bledsoe. They grab their own miss. Davis against Leonard. Clock at 6. It's good.
Oh, it's not easy trying to guard Leonard inside. I can tell you that, guys. I mean, he's so good at using his body to get shots up over the defense.
Now, here is Smith. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Leonard. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Ibaka, no luck.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
I admire how quickly Jordan gets to the rim. I mean, excellent at slashing to the basket with a lot of force, too.
A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. And here is James. 20 points for him. Pass to Westbrook. Over Bledsoe, and it's good off the back rim and in. Westbrook's got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Leonard. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And a wide open look for James. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And now a 10-point Los Angeles lead. Leonard against Bryant. Los Angeles with another miss.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Westbrook with the bucket.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
And the Clippers call time here. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
Well, you know, he's destroying right now, guys. This defense has to make an adjustment to try and cool him off.
And the Clippers making a change here. Batum's checked in. Defended by Bryant. Batum against James. Shot is good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down to 10 on the bucket from Batum.
And, you know, that wingspan, those arms are very long for Batum. Uses them well to score through contact.
Outside, Kobe. Takes the turnaround Jay. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Kobe's got 17 now. Bledsoe against Westbrook. Bledsoe looking it over. Floats one, and it's good on the way up. 12 points for him.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Defenders really struggle to keep up with Russell Westbrook. It's probably because he's such a dynamic and aggressive athlete.
Kennard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And Russell Westbrook drops them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Now, here's George. He's got 16. It's stolen by Davis. Jordan with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And Jordan sees the floor so nicely. I mean, one of his guys has a clean look. He gets the ball to him in whip-like fashion.
Here's George. He's been an incredibly difficult matchup for all of their opponents, averaging 29 points a game. Outside for Bledsoe. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 3rd assist on the night.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now, here's George. Here's Bledsoe. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
You know, Bledsoe is not a big guy, but he's got big boy strength. He's a powerful combo guard and can convert through contact.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for George. Here's Westbrook. He's got 6. And it's Eric Bledsoe with the rebound.
Yeah, that's too bad. A nice drive there, but just couldn't finish.
The lead now in single digits. Kennard's got his first basket of the night.
Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle is spreading it around.
The drive by Jackson. High post to Baca. Here's Kennard. That shot misses. Great D that time from Jordan. James outside. Right side Westbrook. From past the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Westbrook's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Love the preparation that time by Westbrook. He was ready to shoot it before he caught it.
And the Clippers call time here. Stephen Curry's checked in for Los Angeles. Outside Jackson. Bledsoe against Westbrook. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Now Curry. He's got 8. From deep. And the 3-ball is good. Curry's got 11 points.
Anytime Curry gets a look from deep, he's letting it fly. And he's probably knocking it down, too.
It's something we've seen the last few years. Boxing ones thrown at Curry, although they've had mixed success. It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but they've been offensive defensively tonight because they've really forced the issue on D and come up with quite a few steals and deflections.
And amazing to even consider using a box and one in the NBA, isn't it, Greg? But Curry does that with his offense to the teams that defend him.
Kevin, I agree. And it didn't work well in the 2019 finals. Curry has started to adjust to that look. Much harder to use when Curry has other options on offense. And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
LeBron shot is off. Clippers trail by 12. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play. Boy, I tell you what a well-designed play, executed beautifully, too.
Here's Bryant. Here's James, and he lays it straight in. LeBron's got 26.
Getting ideal positioning and using it to capitalize on the offensive glass, that's evidence of the strength that LeBron James has.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 14. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Drills it from outside. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot. not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shootout this team.
Here's Jackson. Westbrook with the block.
Hey, the athleticism of Westbrook not only on display offensively, he can throw shots out of there too.
Clippers substitution. Isaiah Hartenstein. Kawhi Leonard.
17 seconds left here in the third quarter. Jackson kicks to Ibaka. Outside for Bledsoe. Knocks down the three ball. He's got 23.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And so it's Los Angeles, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Bledsoe is out there with Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ibaka. And it's Hartenstein in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Bryant against Bledsoe. Trying to get open as Ibaka. No good from Bledsoe.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebound has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Bledsoe finds Jackson, and here's Leonard. One minute now into this fourth quarter, and they pick up 2. Leonard's got 19 points.
Not afraid to get physical there. Leonard makes the shot in spite of the contact.
And they double up Davis. Shoots in deep. Got a hand on it. Pass to Leonard. Kicks it to Bledsoe. Oh, Leonard in position. Curry against Jackson. And Curry with the stuff.
Curry does not just hurt you from deep. He is a clever finisher on the drive. Lethal at penetrating and finishing.
Outside Leonard. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Clippers moving the ball around.
You know, when Bledsoe is dishing it like this, it makes everybody better. Want to keep seeing him do just this.
Bledsoe against Davis. James right side. 6 to shoot. Here's Curry with the 3. Rebound by the Clippers. And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Bryant. Shaq's checked in for Davis. Marcus Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. Paul George comes in for Eric Bledsoe. Clippers trail by 12. Outside Leonard. Over LeBron. Rebound the Lakers. O'Neal's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. As a result, they've got a big lead.
And the fact that Leonard can pour it in like tonight, in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Leonard looking around. Banked in off the glass. Leonard's got 12 points in just the second half.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of him.
And it's sent back by Leonard. A floater. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from George.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
And Ibaka slams it in.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
And, you know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
For three, Westbrook. It falls for his 5th field goal tonight. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Kobe misses. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 19-7 run. It's stolen by Curry. And here's Kobe from the arc. He's off on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Again, Los Angeles.
The polished mid-range game of Morris. Some of his best shots come from about that 12 to 20-foot range.
Here's Curry with the 3. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. That's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. And the Lakers making a change here. Jordan's checked in.
Your home team, Michael Jordan.
Right side, Bryant. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Ibaka's got 7 rebounds in the game. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And, guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Defended by Bryant. To tie it up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. They get Stephen Curry.
Bursting onto the scene during the 2013 Eastern Conference Finals, Paul George went head-to-head with LeBron in an epic 7-game series. PG didn't get the finals, but he did gain the respect of the basketball world.
O'Neal trying to break free. The offensive rebound. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Boy, a dominant big man is O'Neal. Superb control inside. And this dude will feast on the interior.
Outside Jackson. The feed to Leonard. Over Westbrook. And that one hits back iron.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And George, here we go. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
And George just has an uncanny knack for providing these kinds of baskets. And he makes it look so easy.
Curry outside. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
And the Clippers call time here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Eric Bledsoe.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He told him, look, guys, we're running out of time. If we're going to make a move, it's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move? They all nodded, and he said, then go take it. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Yeah, important points from Morris. When he's feeling it, he'll step up and take control.
Jackson against Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
It is a given. Jordan loves delivering in these big moments. When it's an important possession, he wants the ball and the shot.
Outside, George. Leonard with no one around. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Jordan. That one's not going to go. Great that time from Leonard. On the wing, Jackson. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And Ibaka slams it in.
Big stakes, big bucket. Ibaka showing he has the mettle to rise to the challenge.
Outside Curry. From deep, Jordan. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. It's a one-point game for 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And that's a clutch bucket by Morris, showing the team they can count on him down the stretch.
Here's Curry with the 3. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8-14.
And with a limitless jump shot, the elusive ball handling skills, Curry can get a bucket pretty much whenever he wants.
Jackson against Westbrook. Good!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Curry kicks to Jordan. Lets it go with the 3. Knocks down the 3.
Well, Jordan has been fantastic.
Here now the Clippers. It's George on the wing. Right between the eyes.
Well, Paul George has been sensational.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Frames it from downtown.
No question about it. Curry is on fire right now.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 23 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. What's your take, guys?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw.
And the Clippers making a change here. Bledsoe's checked in. 23 seconds left in the 4th quarter. It's in! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
An efficient score inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
George against Curry. From deep 3-point range, he's off from 3.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and it was maybe a step out of his range.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. So the Lakers win the tip. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got O'Neal. Stephen Curry's out there with LeBron James. And it's Michael Jordan. And it's Bryant in at the 4. James with the bucket.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by O'Neal. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. They get the rebound. And O'Neal gets it to go.
It takes a lot to knock O'Neal off balance. A massive player who just fends off the D with ease.
Unloads from 9. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles lead's cut down to just 1 on the basket from Leonard. That was something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, this is why you build out your depth as best you can. I mean, you just never know when injuries might show up.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Kobe against Kennard. Outside Jordan. Back to LeBron. Outside Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Good, and the assist goes to James. Curry's got 28 points for the game.
Tell you what, it's just one of those nights where Curry finds a rhythm and just keeps on flowing. This show never gets old.
That's a huge basket. Just taking advantage of the size mismatch and able to drain that mid-range jump shot. Really good basket. And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
A steal. Fires the 3. And Marcus Morris, good for 3. He's got 20.
And the one thing about Moore, he doesn't scare you from beyond the arc, but you still have to account for him.
Outside Curry. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And that's a bounce-back 3, and they're back in the lead.
The crowd has started to get nervous, but now they're just fired up. An incredible ball game going down the stretch.
George against Curry. George passes to Ibaka. It's stolen by Curry. Here's Jordan. Back to Curry. And the pass to James. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And you know, we've come to expect this from LeBron James, guys. I mean, when his team needs a bucket, he rises to the occasion.
George dishes to Ibaka. Outside for George. Another one falls for the Clippers.
And because of Paul George's composure and even-keeled nature, his teammates have great trust in him in these situations.
Jordan against George. Fader on the way. A nice shot by Jordan. Jordan's got 33.
Nobody more clutch than Jordan. When the game is on the line, he comes up large for his team.
It's blocked by Shaq. James with it. There's the 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And the Clippers call time here. They trail by 7. 43 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. On its way from Ibaka for 2. It counts. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And this is where Ibaka's steely demeanor serves him well. No hesitation under pressure.
This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 7. 29 seconds left in overtime. George against Curry. Releases, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
George is really one of the most amazing players in the league, an all-NBA caliber player, and he's worked tirelessly on his shooting form, and now it's close to perfect.
And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. At one point, they led by 16.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy. And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
And they'll get another chance. Again, Los Angeles.
When he catches the hot hand, good luck trying to slow him down. Plays so under control, can spot up, drive, create for himself. A matchup nightmare.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And so Los Angeles takes the win, and they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, LeBron. You got after it on defense. You look motivated.
You know, I heard it all from, you know, is this the last that we've seen of LeBron and the fashion that he plays, and then defensively, you know, he's not very good defensively, but you can't single me out. You know, it will never be a possession where a coach or a teammate or a player on the opposing team will single me out defensively because I'm in tune with that side as well. So, you know, we got a lot of guys that play the defensive side, and it's important for me to be on that side as well and take that challenge just as much as the offensive end.
Seems like you took some words to heart, man. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.